Well, Ben, here we are at the memorial of our good friend Chad Snyder. Hard to believe, hard to believe he was stabbed in podcasting prison just last week.
Yeah. Well, Happy Town Prison. It wasn't a prison just for podcasters, although there were like two or three podcasters there.
That's true. Like predominantly, there were a lot of podcasters in that prison. You have
That
to
is kind
admit
of
it was
weird.
weird.
Well, it's all who lives in Happy Town. Everyone has at
Hmm.
least some podcast. That's just how it is nowadays.
That's true. Everyone has one. You think I could pitch like a screenplay to Warner Brothers or Universal about a prison just for podcasters, and they have to like break out?
How about a show like Mad Men, but in the early 2000s and about podcasting?
Yep, we call it Pod People.
Uh, that might already have different ideas from other people, but that might work.
Okay. Yeah. No. Okay, I'm on board with that. Okay, we'll cut that out, right? We're not gonna put that in the podcast. I don't want that idea getting
Oh
out
yeah,
there.
yeah. We don't want them to find out. So yeah, that definitely.
Patent pending, copyright, trademark, so on and so forth, and such. All right. Well, now that we've paid our respects to Chad Snyder, great listener, host of the Happy Days podcast,
Yeah,
stabbed in podcast prison.
yeah. Great.
Um, I thought there'd be more people here. It's just us and
The
I
janitor.
think us and the janitor. And I think looks like is that Trent Armstrong over there from the Manners
It
Cast?
is, yeah. Trent, come on over here. I guess he's the only one mannerly enough to attend.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. He's the king of all things mannerly. Legendary manners on this guy. So all right, well, we should probably just record a podcast to, yeah, I'm sure that's what Chad would want, really.
Yeah. You're probably right. And I assume Chad Snyder was also a huge fan of the Manners cast, so he will love this in
I
his
think
honor.
anyone that's ever heard the term podcasting is a huge Manners Cast fan, no doubt.
That's probably true. All right,
All
well,
right,
let's get started.
all right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of HappyCast with Ben and Brian. I am Ben or which I always forget which one I am.
I don't remember either. I can't help you.
I'm Brian. I'm Brian. Okay, I'm Brian with an I, not with a Y. That's not the correct way to spell Brian. I'm Brian. Sorry, guys.
It'd be Yiren if it had a Y.
Okay, well, I mean, not at the very beginning.
Bry?
It's like cyan, but with a B. Never mind. This is nonsense. I'm Brian. I'm definitely Brian, and you're Ben. How you doing, Ben?
Should I be recording right now?
Definitely. You
Oh,
definitely. Are you not recording?
no, I am. I'm
Okay.
recording.
Oof. All right, man. That would have been a rough start. I wouldn't. I would hate to have to redo that intro. It's all gold. It's
Oh,
all
yep, it's
going into the
perfect.
podcast Smithsonian. Guys. Hey, man. Ben. I guess when I say guys, I'm talking to you or the listener. I'm not sure.
They're not all guys,
We
Brian.
like a gender neutral guy. Anybody can be a guy, Ben. I don't.
True.
Uh, yeah, you're right. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's impolite to call a group of people guys. You know who we should ask is today's guest. He is a true podcasting icon. Terrific guy we've known for a long time. Great friend of the show. We're truly honored to have him here, ladies and gentlemen. Give a warm, happy cast welcome to Trent Armstrong.
Thank you. I'm still hung up on this concept of gender neutral guy.
Is that not cool? I just refer to groups of people as guys, usually
Yeah, me too.
fictional groups of people. Okay, so
I
that's
do as
cool.
well.
Okay,
Fictional groups of people.
yeah,
Our
when I'm
fictional
having my
listeners.
yes, exactly that kind
Generic
of thing.
randos, red shirts, guys.
Yep, just internet red shirt randos. You're correct. Thanks for being here, man.
Hey, man, thank you for my pleasure. It's an honor to be on the show. You're very kind in your intro.
Oh, sir, no, it's our pleasure. If I may ask, is this the first time you've been on a podcast since the last Manners cast, or is there somewhere in between you kind of guest showed up?
I have been on a podcast, but not as the Manners cast. I do motion graphics for my day job,
Hmm.
and a guy named Eric Darnell had me on his Life with Motion podcast.
Ooh.
It was kind of fun.
Okay, very
We
cool,
talked
very
about
cool.
puppetry.
Like an animation or like just like making your own puppets?
Not just puppetry. Just you
Cool.
doing purchased puppets,
Like hand puppets or marionette type puppets or all of the
hand
above?
hand puppets.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm not good at marionettes. I've tried before. It was not easy.
Everything gets all tied in knots and
Yeah, I can't make the feet stay on the ground, so it's more like it just floats around like jiggling. It didn't work well at all.
I fully understand that.
I have no marionette experience. I'm
I
sorry,
was in
guys.
I was in a puppet troupe for several years when I was in high school. So that's where that all that
That's
Really? What
came
did the
from.
troupe
Yeah,
have a name?
it was called Masters Muppets, and it was
ooh.
in our church, and we actually went on puppet tour at some point and went around performing for people, and it
That's something.
was it was cool. It was the cool thing to do when I was in high school. For weirdly, it was the cool thing to do, and we won second place in our talent show at my high school.
That sounds like one of those really cool intros that you tell Alex Trebek when he asks you a story about your personal life.
Okay, you were into puppets. All right, moving on.
You were in a puppet troupe.
No, that sounds
uh,
cool. I would watch a documentary about a traveling puppet troupe.
Yeah.
yeah, it was fun. It was very fun. And some of my best friends were in there as well, so that helped. But that's the only podcast, Life with Motion, that I've been on since then. Until now.
Well, excellent. We're glad to have you out of podcast retirement for one final job.
Wait a minute.
I mean, wait. I mean, we're not retiring you from podcast. I mean, you're free to do other podcasts after we're done.
I'm going to be looking over my shoulder. One final job.
Oh yeah, sorry. That really
That was
got my
terrifying.
tongue tied on that one. Sorry.
Come on, Brian.
Well, let's
Don't
put
threaten
this
the
unpleasant.
guest host.
I know. Let's put this unpleasantness behind us and move forward to happy hour.
It's happy hour again.
Happy hour is the part of the show where we talk about the thing that is making us most happy for this week. Ben, would you like to go first?
Yes, let me scroll through my notes.
I'll go for Ben. It's board games.
No, not
Wow,
this
that's
week.
true. No, wait, let him finish. So, Trent, Ben, what board games have you been playing this week?
Settlers of Catan.
No,
Yep,
Over
classic.
and over and over again.
no, I've actually
I
never
got
played.
they dropped the upgrade. I downloaded it on my Xbox 160, and I've got the live, got the Settlers of Catan live, and I've been playing that around the clock.
Whoa,
wonderful.
no,
That is uncanny.
I've actually
It's
even
like
played a
talking
full
to Ben.
game of it before. I tried one time to learn it.
The game is not over.
No, like we barely got started, and even I started falling asleep because I don't care about collecting sheep and
Yeah.
building roads because of it.
You thought you were done. Settlers of Catan is never done with you.
No, it's still in our shelf, but but it has never been opened since the time we opened it and started playing it, and then stopped because who cares about sheep?
Okay, sorry, I hijacked your pick. Sorry.
I'm gonna go with when product placement is done well in movies or TV shows. No.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, like, all right, I like it a lot in Psych, where most of the time it just seems like something they would normally be talking about anyway.
Like Jappa Dogs.
Yeah, what is that one?
I don't know. I think it's a jalapeno hot dog. I think it is, but I mean, it's not product placement. They just yell Jappa Dog every once in a while.
Oh, like they're regularly eating Snyder's or like Doritos, and it never feels out of place to me. It feels like that's something they would just be doing anyway.
Right.
And then so I like that kind of product placement. I also like it in Chuck, where it kind of makes a big obvious joke about it every time someone shows a Subway sandwich and they go on and on. It makes it feel more like it's just funnier because of it somehow. But I didn't like it in Avengers: Age of Ultron when during a huge battle scene, Black Widow and Hawkeye were driving around in a car randomly, showing everything off, and then they decided to just get out. I don't know why they were driving in the first place or where they found the car. They were in the car that was prominently showing the logo multiple times.
Yeah. Or Bones. Do you guys watch Bones?
I have, but not for. I'm way
Holy
behind.
smokes. They'll get in somebody's like Ford Focus and they're driving from the lab to the scene of the crime. And instead of talking about the crime or work or whatever will move the show forward, they're like, hey, look at this navigation system you have. This is fascinating. Oh, yes, and I can talk to it as well. Take me to the crime scene. Oh, this is smooth ride.
Well, see, both Psych and Chuck have done that, but they usually make jokes about at the same time while doing it somehow, and that's always been really fun. And there's some other kind of product placement I really hate. Oh yeah, they did that in House too, I think, where they were doing the navigation in the car
Yeah,
and trying to show it off. Oh, that's the worst kind.
makes
But all the
you
other
nuts.
kinds, if it either made a big joke out of it or if it feels like it already belongs in the universe, I'm cool with product placement.
Just needs to be in the verse.
But that is the end of my happy hour already.
And closed out.
Yep, done.
Quick and to the point. I like it. I shall pick up the happy hour baton and say that my happy hour pick this week is Batman comic books. Is anybody here up to date on Batman? I don't want to spoil the ongoing storylines.
Who's Batman?
Not Fat
He-
Man, Batman.
Oh, I've never heard of Batman.
Oh, he's kind of like he's like a Superman but without the powers.
Oh, so cooler.
Yeah,
I
it's
guess.
it's Bruce Batman,
Yep, Bruce
like
Batman.
Pete Speederman.
We have a cat named Bruce. That's not really super relevant. He's named after Bruce Wayne, and he's all black and looks like he has white on his chin, like he's wearing a cowl, and his ears are like a bat. That's not really relevant to Batman comics, though.
So, what do you like about the comics, Brian?
Well, thank you, Trent. Such a pro getting the show on track. I like it. There's a new issue coming out tomorrow. They're kind of starting a new storyline. Without spoiling what's been going on, I will just in vague terms say that Bruce Wayne is missing in action, and Gotham is in desperate need of a Batman. So one man picks up the cowl and fills that void, and that man is none other than Commissioner Gordon.
What?
That's cool. Is he like 75-year-old Commissioner Gordon, or is he young
Like-
Commissioner Gordon?
He see, I don't think he's like Gary Oldman Commissioner Gordon from like the Dark
Fifth-
Knight movies. He's a little
Fifth,
bit younger.
Fifth Element, Gordon.
Maybe he's like early. I would say like mid to late 40s Commissioner Gordon. Like still in like the prime of his life. He's not over the hill. He's in good shape, and he's a former Marine. So
All right.
as soon as the podcast is over, I'm going to head straight to bed and then wake up and buy the new Batman so I can see what the deal is with Commissioner Gordon as Batman, because I arrived at the realization recently that I think Commissioner Gordon's my favorite Batman character. I don't know what that means or when it happened, but that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at right now.
Do we think at some point maybe Commissioner Gordon will be Batman long enough to kind of appreciate Batman more? I think that's going to be part of it.
I hope so. That would be interesting to kind of see the other side of
He's
what
like,
the Batman
"Woo,
job
Boy,
requires.
am I glad you're back.
I'm looking forward to it. I mean, over the course of the history of Batman, there have been other people to kind of fill that role. Most famously, Dick Grayson, the original Robin, later became Nightwing. He was Batman for a run back in the mid 2000s, which I highly recommend. It's a really great series of issues called The Black Mirror, which if anyone's interested in, seeing Dick Grayson as Batman, I recommend checking that out. But yeah, that's it. Okay.
How about Alfred as
so-
Batman?
Sure, why not? Alfred is Batman. Now that's like a geriatric Batman that I can.
I think you're going a little far there.
How is Alfred still alive?
He's a comic.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Like he was 80, 75 years ago. It doesn't make sense. But yeah, okay. Can I just issue a Photoshop challenge to Neil Orangeville specifically? I know that's who does these things. I want to see a picture of Michael Caine dressed as Batman, please, 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 please.
Alfred as Batman.
Anyway, that's my pick. Sorry to be so
Strike a
rambly.
pose. Oh, that's great, man. My very first memory of Batman that's other than like blue suited underpants Batman was the Dark Knight,
Ooh,
whatever that was, novella, whatever that was, the graphic novel. Came out when I was in junior high.
The Frank
amazing.
Miller Dark Knight Returns.
I don't know. Maybe that was it. I think it may have just been the Dark Knight. Back in the late 80s, early 90s.
I don't think I've read any of those specifically. The only one I've read all the way through is Hush, I think. And I read some of the Court of Owls. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Owls of Ga'Hoole.
Batman and the Owls of Ga'Hoole, yes.
Yeah. I like that one. With the Ga'Hoolers.
I actually haven't seen that. I think that was directed by the guy directing Batman vs. Superman, Zack Snyder. I could be mistaken. Was it?
Yeah. We just watched it here at my house, and it was good.
Very cool. I shall add it to my Netflix queue.
That's not my pick.
What? No, too late. You're locked in. Anyway,
all right. So let's go to my happy hour. My happy hour is when I realized that I could watch the latest. Actually, my wife told me that we could watch the latest episodes of Community for free on Yahoo Screen, and it's on the Apple TV, and it's awesome.
Yes. Oh, it's terrific, and it's commercial free, I believe, right?
It is.
I need to get back on that.
Do you guys like the Community at all?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I'm behind, but
it's really fun. It's there's a lot of weird stuff like early episodes. There's a lot of new characters, which is interesting. Some of them seem like they might not be a fit for the show, but end up being kind of funny. And Chang is still in, but he is also a weird character now. So the first couple episodes he was in, I was thinking, man, why in the world do they have him in these episodes except just to say random stuff? But then he showed up, and like almost the whole episode was about him. It was really good.
Oh yeah, the Karate Kid episode?
Yes, the Karate Kid episode.
Oh yeah, I love that one.
After.
Are you finished with the season yet, or do you still have a few more to go?
Still have a few more.
Okay. So I won't.
Did you guys watch it all?
I have like 10 episodes to watch still, I think. I have way too many.
I've seen it all. I watched every episode as it was released, like a true fan, Ben.
I'm sorry. I get distracted when stuff comes out week to week. If I can binge watch it, it's a lot easier for me to stay in on it. But week to week, I might not be in the mood anymore the next week. And then I'm like, I'll have to watch 2 episodes. I better wait till I have more time. And now I have way too many to watch.
Dumb release schedule.
Yeah.
So that's my happy hour right there. Community on Yahoo Screen. For free.
I second that. Everyone should check it out. Okay, that concludes our happy hour for the week. We're going to take a quick break before picking up in Bummer Patrol.
Top of the morning.
Top of the morning.
This is Trent.
Colin.
And we are part of the Manners Cast crew. We are a podcast about everyday manners for everyday folks. And there are times where you potentially can get into situations that require you to bust out your ninja moves.
Hurl potatoes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you want to know more
all
about
kinds
the Manners,
of dark arts.
Right. If you want to know more about the Manners Cast, you can join us at mannerscast.com or search Manners Cast in the iTunes Music Store. We're even in the Zune Marketplace.
Zune Marketplace.
Get out. Join us for Everyday Manners for Everyday People. We'd love to have you.
www.mannerscast.com.
Oh, man!
Oh, hey guys, welcome to the Bummer Patrol. When you're feeling a little bit down, hey guys, hey Trent, how you doing?
Hey, terrible.
I'm sorry. Well, what would make you feel better is maybe taking a second to share the thing that's bumming you out with the podcast, like a kind of group therapy kind of thing. Just get it off your chest.
Okay.
In fact,
I
you know what? It feels very natural now. I mean, I was gonna go to Ben, but we have a thing going on right now. I'd like to let's hear what your Bummer Patrol is.
Okay, I feel bad going first, but I'll.
So
No,
I'll
you're
let
the
you
guest.
have it. You are legendary, so you can have my spot this time.
Yeah, it's hilarious hearing you say stuff like that, but don't stop
What?
because it's awesome.
I'll continue throughout the show at least 3 more times.
Yep. Okay, that's fair. All right, my Bummer Patrol is that time of year when all the shows that I watch have had their season finales,
Oh yeah.
and I have to wait in that dumb dead time of the year with baseball on TV.
Oh, baseball.
Bummer. Yeah, so I watch Agents of Shield, and then I watch the Sherlock vehicle, which is called Elementary.
Oh. How
And
was Agents of Shield season 2? I'm a few episodes away from finishing it.
I love all of it.
Oh,
Every
good.
bit, every single bit of it. I love it. That's why I'm so bummed out that it's not on right now.
Oh.
Oh.
I know it's sad, but at least I think it's hitting Netflix mid-June, which is surprisingly fast.
Yeah, so really what you need to do is watch everything in order, including the movies and Agent Carter, because everything, and Daredevil actually, sorry, I'll get to that later, but everything kind of goes in sequence, and it is really fun to kind of be in on that when it's happening.
Oh, yeah, it has been. That's what I did a lot of last month, I think. Was try to watch as much as I could in order. Well, other than I think they call the first wave of movies, I remember those pretty well. But starting wave 2, I started rewatching it all, getting caught up for Ultron.
So fun.
Yeah, it is.
That's why I'm so bummed out.
Yeah, it's pretty rough out there, guys. It's too bad there's no really exciting summer television event to kind of fill that void. You'd think somebody would get on that.
That's what Netflix is for.
I was kind of hoping Agent Carter would show up this summer.
Yeah. Well, was it a winter show? Maybe they'll wait till then again, I guess. At least there's always Netflix and watching Arrow or Once Upon a Time. That's a cool show.
Yeah, I need to get into Arrow and Flash.
Yeah, those are both really good. That's another one you kind of want to watch them in the order they air because they eventually do crossovers everywhere.
That's cool.
And if you like Lost, check out Once Upon a Time. It's like Disney Lost.
But Disney already owns Lost.
Yeah,
though.
but
So Lost
this
is
is
Disney
like
Lost.
if the whole of Disney's animated movies were also in a TV show, except realistically and a little bit different.
Okay.
Now,
okay.
I'd like you to explain this realistically comment.
Well, like more realistically.
Because I've seen a little bit of this.
Well, a little more realistically than the actual cartoons. The animals don't talk, so that helps.
Jiminy Cricket's a man.
Well, yeah, but he's not. I mean, he is a man now because of the curse that happened. He also in the flashbacks he was a man before too.
Okay.
He didn't start off crickety.
So I'm still waiting on this realistic thing that you talked about.
Well, there's still magic and stuff, but at least animals aren't talking.
Okay, that's fair.
Unless there's a story explanation for it, and there's not ever.
No, you got me.
Oh,
How
sorry,
about you,
guys.
Brian? What's bumming you
Well,
out?
well, I'm sorry. I had to mute myself for a second while I was laughing at you demanding Ben answer for his Once Upon a Time. Oh, it's good. I've been afraid. I've been afraid to say something for weeks. I'm glad that the guest finally came in and said something.
No, it's a good show though.
So what's stirring up your inner Eeyore?
Well, yeah, I guess that is kind of the thing where like, oh bother. I didn't even make that
How
connection
could you
until now.
how could you have anything bumming you out when you get to go get a comic book tomorrow?
Well, Trent, I'm glad you ask. This comic book I'm getting tomorrow, it's a little more difficult for me to obtain because I recently arrived at the realization that there are no good local comic book shops around me. I would have to drive about an hour to get
Oh
to a
my
decent comic book place.
gosh. Holy
Seriously?
crap.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
It's rough. It's real rough,
Not
guys.
not even
This
like
is
normal
this is my
stores that
this is
carry
my
comics?
burden.
This is the
Like,
first world worst.
I
Oh.
know, right? Like a drugstore, like a Rite Aid or a
No,
Eckerd's.
well, like
Is
we have.
Eckerd's still a thing?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh my god.
I used to live down the street from an Eckerd's, but I realized I have not seen one in like 20
Holy
years.
cow, where did that come from? Eckerd's. I hadn't heard that in 20 years or more. Wow.
I've
Way to
never heard of
go.
it ever.
Nice callback.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, I forgot to mention I live in 1995. That's where I reside from.
Yeah, well, like here,
So-
there's like a store called Hastings that has recent comics when they come out, and some old ones.
Hmm.
You know what bums
I-
me out is people that don't do research on comic book shops when they're going to be going to get comic books.
I just did, and it looks like Brian should have one called Chuckles Comic World somewhere.
What? Chuckles Comic? That's a great name for a comic book shop.
Does that ring a bell? I bet it does
I
when
don't.
you walk in the door.
It says it's located in a flea market in the old Walmart building.
Yeah, okay, I know where the old Walmart building is.
It's just like a mini mall.
It is just like a mini mall,
Living rooms, dinettes.
but it's not in Montgomery.
Oh,
Did I ever tell you guys I met that dude?
I've seen the photo. Yes.
that is awesome.
Yeah, I grew up in Montgomery, and I went back there to visit a friend of mine, and we actually went over and met the guy, and he gave us a bunch of his music CDs and
He has more than
hung out
one.
with us for a minute. Well, I mean, he gave me a couple CDs
Oh.
that I could pass out.
Okay, I thought like he just has all sorts of albums out there. He's hoping to hit the charts
He was
someday.
prolific. It's Motown meets mini mall. It's that kind of style.
How was it? Was he a nice dude? He seems like
Oh,
a really
man.
cool guy.
So nice. I mean, normally if somebody's making it on Ellen or something, then they don't have time for you. But he kind of noticed that we were walking around checking stuff out in a, like, you know, the cat walking across the carpet trying not to be noticed by whatever it is it's stalking.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" Just chatted with us for a long time. It was great.
That is awesome.
Really fun.
Sounds cool. I bet that viral video has been great for business.
Oh, yeah. I don't know the answer to that.
Oh, you sounded very convincing.
Don't
So
have the
okay,
metrics.
okay guys, I guess I need to redact my Bummer Patrol and check out this Chuckles Comic Hut tomorrow, and I'll report back.
Well, I found one
Yeah.
called Randyland Gaming. Is that a thing?
Okay, no, Randy. I've been to Randyland. Okay, let me talk about Randyland.
It sounds like this might turn into a terror. Like, what's the
Danger
one
Zone?
place- Yeah, danger zone.
No, it's it doesn't get too out of control. I actually was looking up comic book shops and I saw Randyland, and I went there, and they had some comic books, but it was predominantly a magic shop. Magic as in the gathering, not as in
Okay.
pulling a rabbit out of your hat, which would have been way cooler.
That would have
That's
been.
the worst.
Yeah, we have one Magic the Gathering store, and then we have one comic book and collectible store.
I think I met Randy though. He seemed like a nice guy.
Is his last name Land?
You know what? We weren't really on
Welcome
a.
to Randy Land.
Randy
I'm
Land.
Randy Land.
That'd be awesome.
That would be
I guess it should be Randy Land's gaming then, though.
Right. But
my
yeah.
my favorite curio shop scene in a TV show is Psych, when Sean told the girl that was working at the magic shop, the wizardry shop or whatever it was, that Gus's name was Black Magic. And then later on in the episode, he walked in and she turned around and said, "Black Magic."
That show's so good.
Sorry,
I need
go
to
ahead.
finish that.
That's what I'm working on now. I'm rewatching them on the next to last season. I think we stopped right after the musical episode.
Mm.
So good.
Yeah. Well, that replaces my bummer patrol. Is that I'm now forced to realize I never finished Psych. I think I stopped after the Mr. Yang trilogy
You have
ended.
like 2 or 3 seasons
yeah.
to watch.
Man.
Okay.
Yeah,
The-
you're a
alright,
long way off.
The Clue episode, that one's so good.
It's also good. Jamaican
guys.
Inspector Man.
I'll get on that, guys. So that's replacing my now defunct bummer patrol.
Yeah, that my bummer patrol now is that you haven't watched all of Psych.
I'm sorry, I've let everyone down, guys. Ben, what's your bummer patrol?
Oh, I feel so weird going last. I was getting ready for the next segment just now. This time I only have one, so I hope something bumps me out next week. It's if I'm watching Netflix and it auto pauses after like 3 episodes.
Oh, where you get the message where it's like, "Hey, are you sure? Are you still watching Frasier?" Like, yeah, I am. I'm still watching Frasier.
Hey, are you dead?
Yeah. Well, they should do that. If you don't respond, it calls the local cop for
Call
you.
911.
Like, oh no, you're just in Mountain Dew coma. It's okay. No,
Another guy trying to binge watch House of Cards. We get one of these every week.
let's see. All right, because I often watch stuff on the computer while I like play something in a game on the TV at the same time. Because I don't want to just be
Blues of
doing one
Catan.
of them. Oh no, still not that. I don't even know if that is on console. I wouldn't not want to play it. Just be hills and forests. It's the whole fantasy thing I have a problem with anyway.
Don't not play it.
If they had a Fallout Settlers of Catan, I might play it. Or one with building trains. I don't know.
I hear you.
Trains are cool. Well, what was I talking about? Now I'm just looking at
Settlers of Catan.
no, the Netflix auto pausing. Yeah. Well, all right. The worst part about it is, I think in an hour-long show it'll pause like every maybe 2, and then about 5 minutes into the next episode. But
It says, continue, abort, or call 911.
it's just the worst. I mean, I know I can easily unpause it, but sometimes I don't feel like it. So that sounds lazy.
Okay.
This is the first world worst.
No,
This is making me feel a lot better about mine now.
no, but it's not. No, that's not that bad. It's whenever it doesn't. All right, the timer starts over if you manually click to start the next episode. But if you let them autoplay, no matter how many times you've been pausing the show, it will still pause it automatically after a set amount of time. Like I'll get up to go check the mail and I'll pause. I come back, unpause it. 5 seconds later, it auto pauses, asking if I'm still watching. Like Netflix, I just paused you 5 seconds ago. I'm still here. I did not get up in those 5 seconds.
Netflix.
It's so much work to press on pause. I just wish I could just choose to disable it because I don't ever fall asleep watching Netflix. I don't have it on as background noise usually.
Yeah, they should have a stream indefinitely selection.
Oh, that would be nice.
Somewhere buried deep in the the Netflix settings.
Oh, I would be happy with shuffle too. You can just like shuffle episodes of 30 Rock indefinitely in the background while you're vacuuming or something.
That or Third Rock from the Sun.
Ah, yes. Is that on Netflix?
I have no idea, but I like it.
I'm going to look that up as soon as we get off because I have not thought about that show in forever.
The 30th Rock from the Sun.
Amen.
Oh, yeah, it's that crossover about aliens running a comedy show in New York. It's pretty
Exactly. Well, that's it though.
So Ben's Bummer Patrol is having to unpause the Netflix.
No, not having to unpause. Maybe I'm getting spoiled by the Xbox, where I can go Xbox play and Xbox pause. I don't have to touch a controller. If I lose it, it's okay. I don't have to go find it. I can just talk to the Xbox, and it'll do everything for me.
That's true.
Mrs.
Well, the
Mrs.
Xbox
Panther
has.
walks in and finds you having a conversation with Netflix, and Netflix is just not paying attention to you.
No, I don't know if I've talked about this before,
Netflix
but
play.
sometimes like the whole Xbox won't listen to me, so I have to be like, I have to do robot voice. I go Xbox on, and then it'll work.
Now you're speaking its language.
Yeah, it speaks robot. I better speak robot back. But, yeah, that's it though.
All right, makes sense. Makes
Oh, yeah.
sense to me. So
No,
now we're gonna
I'm
take.
bummed out. Sorry.
No, I'm also
Oh,
bummed out.
sorry. Breaking news: Third Rock from the Sun is on Netflix,
Excellent.
starting March 12th, at least I think.
I always liked the episodes where William Shatner showed up. Was he? He was like the boss. He was like the big fat head. I think that's what they called him.
Yeah.
I hope I'm right. I hope I'm not just like launching insults at William Shatner. That's not.
I didn't know that's what that show was. I think until a couple months ago when Megan just brought it up. I thought it was another one of the shows like Dawson's Creek.
No,
type
it's
show.
a sitcom. It's
I
a
had no
half-hour
idea.
sitcom starring John Lithgow and baby Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Like I don't want to watch that kind of show. And then now I heard it's about like aliens.
French Stewart.
Yes, French Stewart's
French
great.
Stewart and who is the lady from Saturday Night Live? Jane Curtin.
Yes, Jane.
Oh my gosh,
incredible
she's
cast.
so
Wonderful
funny.
cast.
And the tall girl. What's her name?
Yes, I can't.
You
remember her name.
know what I'm saying.
I know you're talking about. We all know, but I don't know her name.
She's so angry. Oh man, you got to see the episode where she sneezes for the first time. Yeah, she's the security officer, but she's a girl in a girl's body, a man in a girl's body. I'll say it that way. And she sneezes really loud one time, and everybody's like, "What was that?" And she says, "I don't know, but I hope it happens again."
Oh man, you guys want to
Spoiler alert.
end the podcast and watch Third Rock from the Sun?
Yep. I'll be back in a little bit.
Let's do a
I'll
third
be
Rock
back when
podcast.
Netflix pauses.
Oh, it'll be doing about 3 episodes.
Yeah, that's when the HappyCast release schedule comes together. It's a little inside baseball. Whenever Ben's Netflix pauses, he shows up on Skype. We do a podcast.
I could have an alternate Bummer Patrol if you want.
No, it's good. Let's save it for next week. I hear you're running out.
It's not a very good one anyway. It's just Amazon sent me the wrong thing.
Wait. So you have one that's worse than Netflix pausing?
I do. I do have one worse. I ordered this thing
Wait.
from Amazon, and they
Wait.
sent me the wrong thing.
Okay.
It's not even. I don't even understand how. It wasn't sent by Amazon. It was sent by the seller or whatever. And I got an item from a different seller entirely, but one that I was looking at previously. I don't know how that happened.
Accidental one click.
So now that we have this sudden outsider perspective, I'm forced to make the realization that we should just rename Bummer Patrol First World Problems podcast segment, right?
What about that time that Wootinator used entropy as his Bummer Patrol? That's more than First World.
That's true. He won Bummer Patrol. He's like the
With
Bummer Patrol
entropy.
champion.
Yeah. There's no way we could beat that.
What's bumming you out? That so many kids in the world don't have clean water. Wait a minute. That's not why I listen to this podcast.
We don't want to be that much of a roller coaster of emotions. I mean, we do go straight from happy to bummer without like a mediocre zone somewhere in the middle.
That's true. We should put like a warning at the front of the show. We don't want to give people like emotional whiplash.
That's why our bummer
Roller
patrols are so
coaster.
lame.
Okay, and that concludes the Bummer Patrol portion of the program. We're going to pick it up and play a little Netflix picks.
Let's all go to the
Netflix.
Let's all go to the
Netflix.
Let's all go to the
Netflix.
to get ourselves a treat.
Welcome to the Netflix Picks segment of the show, where we'll make recommendations for the kind of programming you should check out on the Netflix instant streaming video service. Ben, would you like to listen to Trent make a Netflix pick? Trent, go!
My Netflix pick is Daredevil, yo. It is so good. I have not watched all of it, but what I've seen of it has blown my mind. For episodic television, it is top shelf restaurant quality.
I agree. I watched the whole thing in a couple days. It's so good, though. I loved it.
Yeah, agreed.
I
I
watched
agree
the
with your
first
Netflix pick.
episode.
Would you
Ben.
agree this time that it is more realistic compared to other superhero shows?
Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I wish all TV shows were done in this style. Maybe not as gruesome, but in this style.
Oh, I like having the occasional lighthearted show. This
Yeah,
is a really dark show sometimes.
yeah.
Well,
Psych is lighthearted.
yeah. Well, like The Flash is a more lighthearted version. I mean, look, there's Flash and Arrow. Arrow is a lot darker, but still
Yeah.
kind of comic booky. And The Flash is all like funny and like fun, even though dark things still happen. At least he's kind of goofy sometimes. But Daredevil's very serious.
Very serious. Lots of good, really interesting fight scenes. They're really kind of outdoing themselves. And I feel like after Daredevil released, amazing by the way that they released all 13 episodes at once instead of making you wait. It was outstanding. That was
Yeah.
that was great. And then Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. started doing some really cool stuff. It's more of a popcorn show, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is. But they started doing some really cool fight scenes and being a little more creative after Daredevil released.
Ooh.
And there is news out that the cat from Walking Dead, not Coral,
The guy that played Shane.
yeah, the guy that played Shane is going to be in the next season of Daredevil as the Punisher.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, and they're going to be releasing Jessica Jones on Netflix. It's slated for sometime in the future. And that sounds interesting as well. So I'm pumped.
I never heard of that one before until like the news came out that they were going to do 3 more series.
Mhm.
And I looked that one up, and it sounds really interesting now.
It does, yes. She was a superhero, and now she's like a private detective.
Yeah, it sounds
That's
really
the coolest
fun.
thing ever.
So is it gonna have? Do you think it'll have like a kind of a noir-ish feel? Because
I
could be
really
into
hope
that.
so. That would be outstanding. I love
that
noir.
does sound fun. And then aren't they planning like a Avengers style team up? I forget what they call the
Like Defenders or something,
The Defenders. Yeah, that's it.
which is fun because I think Arrow and Flash is also having a spinoff. I think like called The Last of the Defenders,
Mm.
something like that. So both DC and Marvel are going to have Defenders shows.
Yes, Battle of the Defenders. It's
Gonna
not really
be-
boring battle. Too defensive. Not a lot going on.
We're just staying on their side the whole time.
The best defense is not having an offense.
It's a lot more peaceful that way, though.
Yeah, a lot of people holed up in their secret hideouts.
Just
Not-
waiting.
Yeah, we're gonna defend this. We're not gonna attack that. Okay, so that's mine. Ben,
Ooh,
What
I
about
get to
you?
go. We're like mixing up the whole format this way. This is fun.
mix it up. Throw people off their toe. Well, keep them on their toes. Keep them on their toes.
Throw their toes away.
Ouch.
My Netflix pick this week is going to be very short because I have been watching almost entirely Psych since last week,
Mm.
and I've used that before, I'm pretty sure. But this movie's on Netflix, and I like it. It is called Hot Fuzz.
Mm.
It's by the same people who brought Shaun of the Dead and that other one that I get the name of wrong all the time. What's that third one,
The-
Brian?
It's called The World's End.
Yeah. Yeah, that one. They're funny people. It's the same people. I don't know their names. Simon
Pierce
Pegg.
Brosnan. Simon Pegg and Pierce Brosnan is in that one.
Oh,
Yeah, he's in World's. Yeah, he's great. He's great.
He's in Hot Fuzz.
Oh, he's in Hot Fuzz too.
No,
The
he's
sequel.
in Hot Fuzz 1.
Oh, okay. Because he's also in The World's End. So
That's
okay.
funny. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Martin
Mhm.
Freeman's in it. Bill Nye, not the science guy, the other one.
Bill,
Nighy?
you mean Bill
Yeah, Bill
Nighy, the
Nighy.
science guy? Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, of course, Nick Frost is in it again. It's fun. It's in the stylized like the other two movies, except this time they're cops. They do a lot of fun stuff with foreshadowing. Like someone will say something. something about how they're going to die, except in some kind of casual term that people use all the time. And then they die that way they said it. I'm trying not to specify, so it's not spoilery.
Yes, I've not seen this one.
But they have a lot of fun kind of Easter
Very,
eggs.
very vague, Ben.
Yeah, well,
Bingo.
or like well, someone's talking about that. You'll see something behind them that later on is going to be reminiscent of the way they die. So it's like a multiple watch through type movie.
Feel like you're giving away spoilers anyway.
Yeah, but you don't know for sure, and no one actually follows any of our Netflix picks anyway.
I just can't watch it now. I feel like I know too much.
I watched Banditas the other day. That's always my Netflix pick, and I watched it again the other day, and it is so good.
Forever Netflix pick.
Yeah.
I need to add that to my list. Xbox, Bing Banditas.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's not what I said at all. Okay, let me back out. This was a bad idea.
Didn't you say Doritos?
Yeah, Bing Doritos. Yeah.
Well, that's all of mine, really. It's good. Check it out. It's on Netflix.
Check it out.
You know what, Ben? I will take your recommendation, and I shall watch Hot Fuzz before next week's podcast.
Do it, and then talk about it in our movie segment.
Because I'm a big fan of Edgar Wright, the director of those films. I was really bummed out that he dropped out of Ant-Man. I thought that would have been fun. I'm sure it's still going to be great, though.
Yeah.
But okay, I'll check it out, even though you told me the ending, and I'm really spoiled.
The ending is that they're all zombies, and then the world blows up.
Oh, shucks.
Chuck.
Okay, so my Netflix pick this week is a series called Halt and Catch Fire.
That sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah,
no, you halt and
like
then you catch fire.
Yeah.
Like spontaneous combustion.
Running from volcanoes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You halt and then you catch fire. It's not a how-to guide. It's more like a example of what not to do.
Oh, so I thought it was like a new stop, drop, and roll, except about bursting into flames instead.
No. It's actually it is a AMC program that I'm pretty sure I can see somebody making the pitch for Halt and Catch Fire, because I'm pretty sure somebody just walked into the AMC executive office and says, "Okay, listen to this. Mad Men, but in the 80s and about computers." And then they dropped a microphone and walked out of the room. They're like, "Okay, we need to make that."
That sounds cool.
Full disclosure, I've only watched the first episode. I watched it yesterday. It was a very strong pilot. I'll be watching more of it. It's a beautifully shot show, similar to Trent's pick, Daredevil. Very cinematic. The line between television and film is getting thinner and thinner every year.
Amen.
And it suffers from some of the same things that plagued early seasons of Mad Men, where they kind of lean into the period stuff a little too heavily, where you're like, oh, they're going to the movies and they're seeing Return of the Jedi. Yeah, I get it. It's the 1980s, of course. Like, they're gonna see the biggest movie of the 80s. Like, you almost like it seems like they stopped just short of saying like, oh, look at her haircut. Well, it is the 80s, you know. Like, you can almost hear somebody say that. But I enjoy the setting. There's a centipede arcade machine, which is a lot of fun. I don't know. I'll watch more of it. It seems, I don't know. I feel like I probably have the weakest Netflix pick this week. You should definitely check out Daredevil and then Hot Fuzz, and then if you're still kind of bored, check out Halt and Catch Fire.
Well, and just the pilot.
Do we know any of the computer people that they're dealing with? Is it Bill Gates and Steve Jobs and all those guys, or is it
from what I can tell so far? Yeah, from what I can tell so far, the main characters are completely fictional, but they do kind of integrate some real stuff, like they're trying to replicate an IBM machine. So, like I don't know. I'm not too familiar with personal computer history, so I don't know how much of that stuff they got right. There's a lot of like technical jargon that goes over my head, where there's like two guys in a garage, like circuit boards and hexadecimals. I'm like, I don't know what they're saying, but they sound like they know, and that's good enough for me.
as long as they sell it? That's the whole thing about Firefly. It just didn't matter what they were saying as long as they sold it.
That's true. Maybe that's why I have a hard time in fantasy and space stuff. A lot of times, they don't do that. You have to know everything in advance.
They did very well in Mad Max Fury Road, selling all their jargon and everything.
They did all the crazy stuff that happens in that movie. It feels very natural to the world.
Yeah.
I still need to do that. I still haven't seen it somehow.
Oh, Ben.
I would
Ben,
this
you're
coming
missing out.
weekend, but Jurassic World is coming out.
Well, that means you have plenty of time to see that later. Who knows how long Mad Max will be kicking around the cinema?
Well,
I have
yeah,
a feeling that you're going to be disappointed that you saw Jurassic World instead of Mad Max.
I don't
That's
know.
it's just a feeling.
I really liked San Andreas. That was very fun.
Oh, so good.
It was such a fun movie. The only problem with one part of the CG in the movie, and it was a very start. It was the SUV thing. I thought it looked so bad.
Not the two-person boat that was driving down the flooded streets of LA.
I didn't
San
mind that as
Francisco.
much. It was just the way the SUV flopped down the hill bothered me. But it might be because I watched Fast and Furious 7 recently.
I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah, I
It
caught
looked
that too.
because I mean, Fast and Furious, if they can push SUVs off cliffs, why can't they just push one SUV off a cliff and save their CG for earthquakes?
Yeah, it kind of felt like somebody had like they Disney people when they look in the mirror and they do the motion so they can see what they're gonna draw or whatever, and somebody took a truck and they went rah, 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 and banged it down the hill, and they were like, okay, that looks real, do that.
It flopped end over end just so incorrectly. It didn't look like it had momentum correct. I don't know. It was bothering me. But the rest of the movie I thought was really fun.
Looked like a 4-year-old was smashing it against the hill.
That's what I was thinking. Man, that character was dumb anyway. Texting and driving on a rocky, curvy mountain. Why would you do that?
She deserved whatever she got.
Oh, well. So that's Netflix. Is that everyone Netflix picks?
Yes, we all went. We made solid recommendations, each and every one of us. I'm proud of us, guys.
Way to go, everybody.
Let's give ourselves a round of applause.
I'm holding a mic. Just be loud if I clap.
Check it out.
Okay. Hashtag check it out. Okay, now we shall take a quick break and pick up. We're gonna pick up at the part of the show I'm looking most forward to. It's the Better Know a Podcaster interview. Good evening, America. Welcome to the new game show from the creators of This or That. It's America's Manners Quiz. And now here's your hostess with the most ass.
Hey, wait.
Oh, sorry. Here's your host man with the most man, Ben.
Hey. So this time on the show, the only time we're ever doing America's Manners Quiz. The only time we'll probably ever be doing it is this time. We have Trent on the show this week.
I have a feeling it's going to take off.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We'll ask manners to every guest on the show that is manners related in some way. All right, well, you have to answer these 7 questions. I'll start some kind of arbitrary timer that doesn't matter. And if you get them right, I'll let you know. That's all.
Thank you, Ben, for having me on your show.
So tell us a story about puppets.
I loved puppets when I was growing up, and when I was in my youth group, all the kids that were older than me were in a puppet troupe, and they were so cool, and they did the cool things at the church picnics with puppets, and everybody loved them and laughed, and I thought it was the coolest thing, and I couldn't wait to be in the puppet troupe. And then I got in the puppet troupe, and all my friends were in, and we loved it, and it was hard, but it was wonderful. We had so much fun.
Oh, that sounds fun. You ready for your quiz?
Amen.
All right, timer starting. All right. You should skip the elevator if you're going up or down how many flights of stairs?
3.
I should say all these are according to emilypost.com.
Do I have to say,
Well, she said it's 2 flights of stairs.
She's wrong. Next question.
Yeah, correct Emily Post. Start your own manners website like that. Who would you introduce first to each other? The mayor of Happy Town, Brian, or Senator Ben?
Introduce Mayor of Happy Town to Senator Ben.
I forgot. Is that right, Brian?
It sounds good to me,
forgot.
Ben. I think
That's
you introduced
probably
the mayor.
Should hats be taken off in a library or a basketball game?
Yes. Next question.
No. Emily Poe says the basketball game, you can keep them on. Is it okay to ignore?
I want to see Emily Post in a hat. Go ahead.
Is it okay to ignore a Facebook friend request?
Yes.
Yes, correct. While on the sidewalk, which side of the sidewalk should you walk on?
The right-hand side.
Yes, I hate when people do not do that.
So wait, along with that, if a guy and a girl are walking on a sidewalk, which side should the guy walk on? The street side or the opposite side?
I thought it was the street side, so you can die first if a car hits you.
Correct. Next question.
Because I do that in the parking lot too, walking through places. Wait. In a parking lot, should you be on the street side or the part where people back out?
There's cars everywhere.
So walk in a single file line.
Walk around the girl.
In circles, orbiting her.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. What should you do if you drop your fork at the table at the restaurant? Or if you drop it on the floor?
Shove it under the table further and ask for another fork.
All right, they did not have the shoving part, but they did say do not reach for it yourself. Should you text and drive at the same time?
Haven't like millennia of comedy bits started with someone dropping their fork?
I think so.
I don't know what Emily Post is talking about, but if you're looking for a good comedy bit.
Yeah, she said don't do anything except get your the waitress or waiter over, have them pick it up and get you a new fork.
So first you kick it under the table, and then that's the waiter to
make it
pick
a lot
up.
harder for them to reach, and then. And the last question.
I must have dropped your fork into my purse.
And the final question: should you text and drive at the same time?
Depends on who you're texting. No, the answer is no.
I don't know why that is on the manners list on Emily Post's website.
As we saw in the movie San Andreas, you should never text and drive at the same time.
Yeah, I was not rooting for her to be saved. Only because she was fictional. If she was real life, I'd feel bad.
She needs to die! She needs to die!
She almost hit 2 cars, like looking into her back seat, trying to get into her purse and texting. Ugh. Anyway, you win because your answers were better than hers.
Better. It doesn't matter if you're mannerly. It matters if you're more mannerly.
Exactly. Well, that's all for this, whatever it is this time. Bye.
Better Know a Podcaster. Welcome, everybody, to the inaugural edition of Better Know a Podcaster, in which Ben and myself are going to take a moment and interview a fellow podcaster, one that we, whose work we respect, who has really done some interesting things with the format, and we're going to try to dig into their history, see kind of how they got their start, and see if they have any hot tips for anybody thinking about starting their own podcast. So, without further ado, today's guest, as you know, is Trent Armstrong, who was one of the 3 hosts of the Manners Cast, which was a podcast that aired from April 28th, 2006, and had its final episode July 19th, 2011. There
wow,
were
that's more than I know.
Yes, there were. I did actual research for this segment. There were 120 episodes, 119 regular episodes, and then the 1 Christmas reunion special.
There may have been one recording of the Manners Cast that not many people heard. We did a show for Tabitha, or Tabs, T-A-B-Z is what she goes as, on the line. She did a Buffy the Vampire Slayer fan fiction show.
Yeah.
And she had us record like vampire manners.
Ooh.
One time.
I remember that. I think it's in your feed, but I don't know if it's a canonical numbered episode, so that might be.
I'm not sure.
It's good. Excellent point. So,
thanks for having me on the show, guys.
No, please. The honor is ours. I can't believe we're so lucky to have you here. One of the hosts of one of the great podcasts from what I'm going to call the golden age of podcasting.
I agree with you. Before it was all commercial.
Before it got too commercial, man, it was about the love of recording.
It was me in a van on the short waves.
Exactly. just two guys not making any money. I say all this in jest, but you can tell
This is-
underneath there's a little bit of truth to it.
Well, this is what it's now right now too, Brian. It's just two guys using Skype now, making no money still.
That's true, man, because we're keeping it real, Ben. We're grassroots like that.
Yeah,
But
the internet
make no
radio.
mistake. Make no mistake. If anybody wants to buy advertising on the show, we will sell out in a heartbeat.
We have specific podcasting promo spots for anyone ever. We don't care. Well, actually, we probably do care a little bit who it is.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, we're not going to put anything in those spots, man.
We don't want like racism podcasts.
Sure, yeah. I don't know if that's a thing, but if it is, we don't want to.
I'm sure someone has one.
Okay, well,
Not me. I
This-
don't have one. Right.
yeah, it's a weird transition to make into our friend interview, but so, Mr. Armstrong, how did you first learn about podcasting?
Well, I early on in my days of using a Mac and the iTunes, found out about a thing called the Mac Review Cast. There was another, Adam Christensen did one called the Mac Cast, but my favorite was the Mac Review Cast, and the host was a guy named Tim Verporten, and he had a website called SurfBits. And sadly, Tim has passed away in the last few years. I don't even know if anybody cared that I was associated with him at any point, but it really made me sad when I found that out. Anyway, he had a podcast, and he was very approachable. And so I emailed him one time, and I said, "Hey, I have some audio recording equipment. Would you be interested in me recording some segments for your podcast?" And he was so excited, and he got me set up where I would review things. I reviewed USB cables and phone tree systems and all kind of crazy stuff. And my tagline was always, make sure to use your Mac for good, not evil. And so eventually I was telling a friend of, actually a coworker of my wife, about the podcasting stuff and kind of telling him all about it. And he said, "We got to do that." But I had no idea what to do. What am I an expert in enough to do a podcast on it week to week? But I am a nice guy, and my mother did raise me fairly reasonably. So I thought, you know what? Let's do something on manners. And he was kind of in the same boat himself, so that was the beginnings of the Manners Cast.
Ah, excellent. And I forgot to actually explain what the Manners Cast was to anybody who
The
doesn't
Manners
know.
Cast.
I assumed everybody knows. It's
Yeah,
the
why would
most
you
famous
not?
podcast.
The Manners Cast was everyday manners for everyday people, or everyday manners for everyday folks, and we started off with 3 hosts. It was me and Derek and Blair. I think Blair was the first of the Manners Cast hosts, and eventually Colin took over for Blair, and then we had Chris for a while. But it really became, instead of just about manners, it became about us having fun together, just kind of joking around, and with the manners as kind of the vehicle.
That's always a fun way to do that.
Yeah, it
Those
was
are-
a great jumping off point. You guys had a great rapport between the 3 of you.
I loved it. And just, we had such a range of different kinds of people. Like Derek was kind of the curmudgeon of the group, and Colin can tell a story like nobody's business. And he has, for some reason, he has the weirdest crap happen to him in his life. And a lot of times I felt like I was just kind of the guy that kept it going. But it was so fun.
Yes, you've talked about Derek playing the curmudgeon role. Actually, just last night I was listening to one where he spent a pretty good chunk of the episode just railing against the idea of Twitter, and I really enjoyed that.
I remember when he finally got his Twitter handle, and it was like, I I don't even remember what it is. I'm not even sure he uses it at all ever. But it was like Doctor Ock, but it looks like no, it's D Rock, but it looks like Doctor Ock.
That's right. I think I followed him for a while until I realized, like, I don't think he's gonna ever use this.
Yeah,
So
he doesn't tweet.
Uh, what was it about the podcasting format, the idea of it that most attracted you?
I'm narcissistic, and kind of figured, if I did something like this, I'd get a lot of followers, and people would love me. And no, I really just wanted to the test out the technology and just see what would happen. See if it would turn into something interesting, and could we do it? Test it out to see. Maybe it would be interesting to use this kind of thing at our company, which we did for a while. But that's kind of it. A lot of times, it's just fun to hear yourself on a podcast. And
Yeah, kind
you know
of.
what I'm
I don't
saying.
know. Well, I don't know because my experience was listening to some old Manners Cast episodes. I just queued up like the last regular episode. Like, okay, I'm gonna, I've already listened to them all, but I'll go back and kind of refamiliarize myself with it. And then the very beginning of your last regular episode is a lengthy rant from me, and I was just cringing the whole time. Like, ah, man, why'd I have to go on so long?
Was it a voice or an email?
It was my voice. It was a voice
Yes.
recording of me talking about like, oh, just thank you for the great show, and talking about the
Oh
importance
yeah,
of the
yeah,
Manners
yeah.
Cast.
When everybody was so super nice to send in emails and voice recordings, that was brilliant.
Yeah, and then I realized that was a poor choice to get ready for this podcast because it just made me sad. Like everyone was being really sincere.
Dummies.
But out of all the 120 episodes you recorded, is there any one particular one you look back on that stands out as a personal favorite, or that you think of like, yeah, that's the perfect execution of the formula. That's really what we're shooting for.
I think my favorite is the Halloween episode. And,
Is that the one with the Blue Jay story?
oh man, I don't think it's the blue.
Okay.
That one is. I don't know the episode number, but that one has Blue Jays in the title.
Is the
Okay,
Halloween
The
one?
Halloween episode is the one with the chicken wire fence.
Oh
and-
yeah.
Oh right, yes,
yeah.
okay.
Tripping children to steal their candy.
Yeah. I think no. They didn't do it on purpose. It was just
Uh-huh.
fortuitous. It was fortuitous.
Well, that's what they said.
Yeah. That one. See, the part of the funny for me on that one is that I knew it was coming because I'd heard the story recently, and I think maybe Colin was telling it first time to somebody else, and I was just sitting there crying. I was laughing so hard, and then it ended up being a decent fan favorite, maybe second only to the Blue Jay episode. But there's one where my kid was on. I think at the beginning of the podcast, I had him just talking about superheroes, and he talks about Spider-Man, and it was a long time ago. And yeah, I like the Halloween episode. That's kind of the most reusable one because Halloween comes around every year, and I post, "Hey, it's time to listen to the Halloween episode." I think the holiday episodes tend to sell better because I can keep them marketed, especially
Yes, I bet,
Valentine's.
yeah. Valentine's, of course.
What time
Manners
is
Cast
it?
favorite. Oh man, I'm gonna download these holiday episodes tomorrow for when I'm at work.
If anybody ever downloads another Manners Cast, I will be so honored and happy, and it makes me feel great. So thank you for doing that.
Yes, I mean, I'm sure all of your episodes are still up, unlike some podcasts that stopped and the episodes kind of disappeared and are hard to come by. Your stuff's still out there. Do you still hear from people? Like, do you ever get emails from new listeners at the Manners Cast email address, and you have to like let them down easy? Like, Oh, I've got bad news for you. Like, great show. I look forward to many years. Like,
Future episode.
well,
I have not gotten a new listener email in a very long time.
okay.
I don't
Well,
think I have
if
any. I need to. I have a little folder here that says Mannerscast on it, and it has some. It has like 18 unread emails in it. I hope that's not people that were looking to get in touch with the Mannerscast. But no, I haven't gotten any from a long time.
Okay. Okay. Well, if anyone listening is unfamiliar with the Manners Cast, I highly recommend they check it out and then send an email to mannerscast@gmail.com and let them know how you look forward to many future episodes. Or maybe it's the Manners Cast. I'm not sure. I'm sure they'll give out the contact info.
Yeah, mannerscast@gmail.com.
Okay. Very good.
And I just checked a minute ago, and I stopped paying for the web address like 8 or 10 months ago, and it finally, maybe this month, rolled off, and so there's no longer a mannerscast.com.
Oh.
Okay.
Mannerscast lives on Facebook, definitely, and hopefully the feed is still available on the internet, whatever you call that thing.
Yes.
But-
Yeah. I had no trouble pulling up many old episodes.
Okay, great.
So, yes.
Excellent.
All right. So over the 5 years or so that you did the podcast, I'm sure you met some listeners. Did you meet anybody in person? What were those experiences like?
Absolutely. I got to meet Ben in person.
What?
What? How was that? You can be honest with us. You can. It's kind of a letdown, right?
I met Ben and Megan at the famed location of the 100th episode of the Manners Cast. So it was called Escapade. It's now called Promenade, but it's a little coffee shop that was a few minutes from my house. And it weirded my wife out so much that I was going to meet someone from the internet.
It was really neat. That was fun.
It was really fun. We had a good time. And I wasn't, Ben, why don't you talk a little bit about it, Ben? Tell me how it was for you.
I have to see how much I remember because the surrounding events were
Okay,
times the surrounding events I was
whatever.
trying to forget.
I enjoyed it. I liked it. It
No.
was fun. I remember sitting across the table from you and
No.
Megan.
Because I
remember
remember
things
that
like we
part pretty
met.
well, but the parts around that I tried to block out because they weren't fun. But the actual doing that part was the highlight of the trip.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I mean you are
Not
the
the low.
legendary podcaster.
Yes. There's another 25 cents for you.
I know we were both like really nervous at first because I'd never met like a podcaster in person before. I talked to Brian for a couple years already, and he
Yeah.
eventually became a best man because of all that. But
Yeah.
still,
the best
Oh,
man.
sorry,
Thank
yeah,
you very
the
much. Don't
best
sell me
man.
short.
A best man.
Ben's wedding had 5 best men. I didn't know until I got there. I was a little bit let down.
well, there's one for each stage of my life. You were the
Aw.
internet stage.
Which maybe
That's
is
the
still
internet
going on.
stage.
Oh
The
yeah,
longest stage.
this is probably the other ones I haven't talked to since then. No, except for one time when we were in Atlanta, and I think Megan saw that one of them like popped up on Facebook as if they're nearby. So I texted him and said, "Oh, I haven't been in Atlanta for like 2 years."
Lame.
That was the only time other than the wedding that I talked to the other groomsmaids of honor.
Not
Whatever.
sure what that means.
Yeah, the groomsmans of honor. Anyway, sorry. This isn't my story time.
Aw. So it was really fun.
It was.
There's another guy named Bruce who listened to the Manners Cast for a long time and found out that he lived like 5 miles from me.
Whoa.
And so Colin and I had lunch with Bruce a couple times, maybe Derek as well. And Bruce did some headshots for us. He would just bring his camera along and take pictures of us while we were sitting around eating, and it was kind of weird but kind of awesome. Bruce is a really neat guy and just really high on the Manners Cast and very, very cool. And Lauren drove out to Texas to see family members from California and she went like 2 hours out of her way to drive through Dallas to meet Colin and me for lunch. And it was really, really cool. She brought us a shirt from In-N-Out Burger, and we had a great time, great conversation, and met her then boyfriend, who is now her husband. And just one of the most fun things to me was the day I got her baby announcement
Ooh.
in the mail. The birth announcement for her daughter, who is now the youngest Manners Castian. And it's just really, really cool and fun. And I'm not sure there's anything in the whole world that compares to doing something like that, and then meeting people, doing something like a podcast, and then meeting people in the wild, meeting people that have listened to the podcast. It's really interesting.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, my only experience meeting a podcast person was Ben, but that went really well. I think we're cool now.
Oh yeah, that.
I
was,
see. I had the same experience. Maybe people are just nervous about anyone meeting Ben, because my mother's like, you don't know these internet people. They're gonna kill you. I'm like, I don't think they are.
We haven't yet.
Yes.
That's true. He's playing the long game. He's really
Yeah.
trying to lull me into
They ain't over
a false
yet.
sense of security.
Just wait till
I
next
thought I was
October.
done with the whole thing, and then here he shows up on my Skype.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, very, very cool. And also, next question. Sorry, I actually lost my
Wait,
place
before
in my
you
notebook.
before you go on, that's okay. I'll
Go ahead, yeah.
cover for you. The whole email thing for being a podcaster is just really weird, and it's changed my perspective on celebrity, because I'm just a guy, right? You're just a guy.
Yes.
Ben, you're just a guy. I'm just a guy. And when I would get an email from someone for the Manners Cast and email them back, the next thing is like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that somebody from the Manners Cast emailed me. I listened to you on the podcast and you sent me an email. This is amazing. Like, if that is how somebody's going to react for me, and I'm just a regular guy, then everybody else that's ever been in a tabloid or on a movie screen or anything like that is just a normal person. And it really changed the way I feel about celebrities in general. It's been a very interesting paradigm shift for me.
I know what you mean sort of from the other side, because I was just a listener to Lost Unlocked at first. I just listened like I think partway through their show, somewhere in the middle, and I just started contributing. Like, oh, hey, they read my stuff on there. That's really cool. So I'd contribute more, and they'd do it more. And then suddenly I'm friends with Brian. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm friends with Brian. This is crazy. And now it's like, oh, hey, it's just Brian.
Hey, whoa, all right.
You're just Brian
Hey,
now.
I mean, if we could go back and recapture that earlier enthusiasm, that'd be great. It's like, oh wow, I'm friends with Brian. I'm so lucky. That would be cool. But...
Don't put the word legendary away so fast, Ben.
It's still really cool whenever we get to go visit again. We're like, oh yeah, it's Chris and Brian. Well, see, Chris still has the magic because I don't talk to him like in text like daily.
That's true. We only wake Chris up out of cryo sleep like once every 2 years for a podcast.
Then it's like, whoa, Chris. But I mean, I talk to you basically every day through text. And it's like, oh, you're just regular old Brian. Or maybe I've been elevated to awesome Ben.
Yes, that's what it is.
Okay, so I've just been elevated to the higher plane now that to me you seem like regular Brian. But in fact, we're both still awesome.
Just
okay.
To pull back the curtain a little bit, I feel real excited when I email in and you guys read my email on your podcast.
We love reading emails.
That's
or
great.
when you play my audio clips on your podcast.
Oh, we love receiving those. They're always. I almost feel bad about including them because then I listen to the rest of it like, we should probably try to match that quality. I don't know. It's like a weird peak in the middle of the show.
No, it's only noise.
We've been woefully empty of all types of feedback, and I think it's because we've just been going so strong so fast that everyone is still like happy about the same stuff every week.
That's true. Yeah, it's
that,
not.
To my question earlier, how is releasing every week going for you? is I feel like in the early days of the Manners Cast, we released every week, and it was hard, but it was necessary, I think,
Mhm.
to get to grow listenership. And like we made it on the front page of the like I don't know if it was new and notable on iTunes or
Cool.
so maybe it was not the front page, but if you clicked on like special interest podcasts, we were one of the top 5 or 10 that were up there, and that was that was a long time ago when not a whole lot of people had podcasts, but um, we felt like we needed to release more frequently, and then it became a hassle to do it. And even though we loved it, it was hard to get everybody together because we had to, record a different location than where we all worked, or somebody wasn't working at that office anymore, or just life gets in the way, right?
Yeah.
And then because there was 3 of us involved, and so then we went to every couple of weeks, maybe every 2 weeks, and it was easier to do. And then we kind of hit a dry spot where it was not every 2 weeks, but every once in a while. And then figured out that we needed to record 2 or 3 episodes at a time and then release them every 2 weeks. That kind of helped us stick around until the 120th episode.
That's kind of what happened to us when we first started out. I think we have like 13 in a row that went week to week, and that slowly slowed, or I very quickly slowed down, I guess. And then over like 4 years, we only had a total of like 30 something episodes. I don't remember the exact number, maybe 40 something.
Mm-hmm.
But then this year, we're like, yeah, we should start up, go every week, make an entire year. And we've already made it almost half a year somehow. This episode, I think 24? Going week to
It's pretty
week.
amazing. It's pretty amazing.
It's been difficult sometimes, and especially when we had a string of guest hosts for like 7 or 8 episodes in a row. Somehow we were always able to get someone on the show for like 7 weeks running. I don't know how we managed that part,
That's pretty good, man.
but I think the
No, yeah.
Skype
Because you
helps
guys
out.
are awesome. Legendary.
Oh, hey, no, that's uncalled for. I mean, I'll allow it since you're legendary. You're allowed to call us legendary, but really, we know who the true legend is.
All right. Fair enough.
Yes, but yeah, it's been challenging but rewarding. We've been really lucky to have a lot of great people on, and hopefully we'll have some more people on in the future, and that'll really
Have some
extend the
ideas.
life of the show.
Yeah. That's good.
Yep.
And we do still have lots of themes left somehow, but some of them will start getting weirder. I don't know how they can be weirder than some of the ones we did, but
Yeah. Yeah.
body
That's
swap,
true.
Brian.
That was a bad idea. We shouldn't have done that. Anyway, back to the guest of honor. Now, Trent, do you have any advice for anybody starting their own podcast now? Just getting into the podcast game. What are some essential tips to help them get off the ground?
Do whatever you can to not spend money making podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
And then see if there's any way you can start making money podcasting.
Okay.
That's the first.
All right.
Those are the first bits. You don't have to have a ton of gear. Just
That's true.
really a microphone and an iPod, or I don't know. It always was easier with multiple people, just to record a show with multiple people, but you got to really want to do it because it is hard. It's hard. Is that advice, or is that bummer? Did I go back to bummer patrol?
No, this is all very helpful. I'm writing this down just in case any podcasters. Yes, excellent advice. And
So thank you for having me on your show.
No, thank you so much.
Yes,
it
thank
was
you.
truly an honor. Last quick thing, listener Ann wrote in. She wanted to know if anybody from the Manners Cast has had any more Blue Jay related incidents. Can you confirm or deny?
Not to my knowledge. No more.
Okay, all right.
But I did see just this week a bird chasing a rabbit.
Aw.
The bird wasn't flying; it was hopping, and it was chasing a rabbit.
Was the
and
rabbit
it
flying?
chased. No, the rabbit was hopping, and the rabbit at one point got so mad at the blue jay that it's, or not the blue jay, the bird, some kind of grackle or something, that it spun around and jumped up in the air, kind of throwing its paws at the bird, like a defensive posture against the bird. I was like, is this really happening? The
Man,
bird chasing the rabbit? What would the bird have against the rabbit? Because I'm imagining, maybe the rabbit's climbing the tree to get the eggs, but probably not. Unless the bird is just as frustrated with rabbits as we are in my neighborhood, because there's so many of them. Bird story. Done.
There you go. It's a shame you didn't get that on film. That would have been YouTube gold.
I tried. If there had been any more of it than what I saw, it would have been posted and liked a lot.
Excellent. Well, thank
Let
you
me just
you
say,
again
before you go, I had so much fun. I've had so much fun over the years, kind of getting to know ancillary in kind of an ancillary way. Folks like listener Ann and Anna from Indiana and you guys and Miss Fizzbiz, and so many others. It's just been so fun that I have this whole group of friends with kind of common interest that I only know because of either the Manners Cast and or Lost Unlocked and HappyCast. I mean, it just is so fun. So fun.
Yeah, me too. It's kind of crazy that I mean, these are the friends that I still talk to regularly now, more than the ones I used to have like in high school. Now it's all of my friends who live around the world.
And even if we're not talking to each other, we're listening to each other and learning about each other.
Yeah.
Through the podcast. It's really cool. Very fun.
Absolutely. We and it goes both ways. We feel very lucky to have gotten to know you, interact with you on Twitter, and thank you so much for being on the show. We do appreciate it.
I agree.
Yeah, man. Back to one more thing about listeners.
Yes.
I know you keep trying to shut this down, and I keep opening them back up.
I no. Feel free. We could go all night. I just didn't want to take too much of your time.
Because of the Mac Review Cast, I met a guy named James who lives in California. He was a graphic designer, and when he can't exactly remember how we started getting in touch with each other. If he contacted me or maybe I mentioned something about the Manners Cast, and that kind of piqued his interest. But he emailed me, and he was like, "Hey, if you ever need any artwork, I'll do your artwork for you." And so for 5 years, this guy who now designs web ads for Apple products has been doing, or had been doing, graphics for me. And he's designed DVD or CD cases for when I put the Manners Cast in the Allen Public Library, and he's done the logos and the Facebook headers and Halloween artwork, and just it's been really a crazy thing. Just a crazy thing. And don't give up. If you're going to do a podcast, don't give up.
Absolutely. It takes a little bit of time to kind of gain some traction.
Yeah.
Don't get discouraged. All right. Excellent. Thank you. And I guess real quick, special thank you shout out to, you mentioned Ms. Fizbiz earlier, and I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, that she was the one who introduced us, the Lost and Locked group, to the Manners Cast. She was the one that uncovered that. So
that's true.
In a lot of ways, she's responsible for it, the whole thing. Yes.
She is the mother of our friendship.
Yes. Yes.
In a weird kind of way. In a weird way that's not really all that weird.
Nope. That's the note we're ending it on. So Give
Wait,
us.
is this the
I
end,
mean, I was
Dan?
gonna say like, is it the end? I don't know. Top
I never
off
said
the
top
morning.
of the morning. I never said top of the morning, but I do need to say you could continue the tradition with the HappyCast and take over the world.
Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, man, we were in a trance there, Ben. We almost prematurely ended the show.
Trent is truly a wizard at podcasting.
Yes, yes, he is. Legendary podcast wizard himself. Trent Armstrong, everybody. He is now getting up. He is leaving. He's leaving the studio. And all right, bon voyage.
Fromage. Omelette du fromage. Trent Armstrong.
Sorry, Tang-tungle there. Tang-tungle. No, but hopefully that's okay. You can cut that out if you want to. I don't know. Okay. Oh, Trent's gone. So again, I didn't want to embarrass him while he was here, but I can't stress enough how grateful we were to have Trent stop by on our humble little show here. The owner, creator, host of Mannerscast.
Mannerscast.com,
Truly
which doesn't exist.
Mannerscast.com, although not a thing anymore, but it lives on Facebook.
Facebook.com/Mannerscast, probably.
Probably. Facebook is the home of podcasts that don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
That's
some
what
that
I use it
do.
for. True. So anyway, a little bit of business left here. Give out some contact info for feedback. We don't have any feedback this week, but if you would like to submit some, our email address is happycastfeedback@gmail.com. Or you can always go by our website, happycast.website, leave a comment there. We might see it. We might not. I don't check that website a lot. Give us a call. Our voicemail number is 77-HAPPY-NUN. That is 77-HAPPYNUN. Follow us on Twitter. Check us out on Facebook. We're on the Instagrams.
We are.
And feel like I'm forgetting one thing. Tell a friend about the show. Review us on iTunes, please. And
retweet. No, just follow us on Twitter. But you can also retweet us if you feel like it.
Sure. We're not going to sneeze at any retweets.
Hook us up with podcasting celebrities. They can guest star in our show.
Okay, I feel uncomfortable about the level of favors we're asking from the listeners now, but sure.
Give us $1 million.
Well, that seems like it's crossing some kind of line.
Give us some stock tips before the stocks happen. That's how stocks work, right? The insider trading?
Yeah, sure, yeah, that's how that works, I think. That's what Martha Stewart was busted on, right?
Yeah. Well, anyway, this is a memorial service. We shouldn't bring it down any further.
That's true. It
should be a celebration of his life.
Of Chad Snyder.
For as little as we mentioned him, this is a celebration of his life.
Absolutely. We've reached the actual end of the show now. So we want to thank everyone for listening. We hope you join us next week. Until then, I encourage each and every one of you to please keep happy. Ben, I don't know if you noticed, but while we were recording the podcast, that janitor walked over and handed me this envelope, and inside there's a USB flash drive.
Oh, a USB key?
Yes, a USB key. Some people call it a USB key. I think the more common terminology is a flash drive.
That's true. Or maybe a thumb drive.
Sure, or a USB stick.
Oh, yeah. Any of those. Flash stick.
Or a magic memory square.
We're not here to synonymize. Oh, that'd be great. I want to synonymize. I want to synonymize this USB stick.
What? You're just put like cinnamon sugar on it and try to eat it?
No, like make a USB that looks like a cinnamon
stick. Okay, all right.
That's a cinnamon
That seems
stick
festive.
USB.
But I don't. But man, this particular USB flash drive seems very important because it's engraved and it says the last will and testament of Chad Snyder.
How big is this USB cinnamon stick?
Oh,
It seems like a
it's
lot
like
to
big
write.
enough. It's big enough to like stir like a cup of apple cider.
Well, but normally they're like thumb size. Why I think there's something called thumb drives. They must have had really small print on there. Well, either way, I think it's really important. We should listen to it right away, right?
Uh, maybe not right away. We could probably put it off for I don't know, maybe a week.